Road 201 in Berlin. The Weinsberg shop will take care of heavy-duty truck and fleet customers from 7 a.m. to midnight, while the Berlin facility will repair auto and light trucks from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Contact them in Weinsberg at 330-359-5421 or in Berlin at 330-674-6970. That's Beachy's Auto, diesel and tire service in Weinsberg and Berlin.
Premier Pharmacy has more ways to serve you. I'm Joel Gauss from Premier Pharmacy, and I'm happy to announce that our newest location in Sugar Creek is open and accepting new patients. Our location in downtown Sugar Creek accepts most major insurances and offers the same great service you've come to expect in our Berlin and Millersburg locations, including delivery and vaccination services. Give us a call today at 330-852-5146 and start experiencing the Premier Pharmacy difference. Premier Pharmacy is your local hometown independent pharmacy.
Denko Marketing and Tricor Industrial, two reputable entities, are the proud sponsors of this broadcast. Denko takes pride in distributing garage door parts and producing specialty tools, serving customers at home and abroad. Need superior tools for your project? Head to Tricor Industrial on Bowman Street in Worcester, boasting an impressive lineup of Milwaukee power tools, Wright tools, grade 5, grade 8, and stainless steel fasteners. While visiting, don't overlook their steel blue work boots and wide selection of drill bits, taps, and dies. Denko and Tricor, proud partners of making an impact in your community.
Taking on a large exterior home project is no small task. When you're looking for the best options in roofing, siding, windows, and doors, Provia products are the clear choice. At Provia, quality is engineered into the product, integrity is never compromised, and local craftsmanship delivers a stunning final result that will last for generations. Our experts at Keim Home Center are here to help you explore the possibilities. Visit Keim in Charm, Ohio. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Inside the Dugout is being brought to you on WKLM by Home Siding Contractors.
At Home Siding Contractors, our mission is to give homeowners a quality product. Whether it's our vinyl siding or our energy-efficient replacement windows and doors, Home Siding Contractors is ready to turn your home into one of your biggest energy-saving assets. You'll notice the difference as your home will stay warmer in the winter and cooler in the summer. Call 888-725-6619 for a in-home estimate or find all of our products at homesiding.com.
Alongside Hiland Hawks head baseball coach Chris Davis coming off a 5-1 win in a shortened game back on Friday against Strasburg. And, of course, the rain kind of cutting that game short. Almost got 5 innings complete in that game, but really 5 runs in that third inning ended up being the big difference in that rain-shortened game.
Yeah, our bats really came alive there. I feel like we would have scored some runs in the bottom of the 5th there if not for the Lightning. But, yeah, it was just good to be out playing again. We didn't get to play much last week. Mother Nature was kind of cruel.
Yeah, games are hard to come by, that's for sure. Of course, Caden Cano, Keith Hirschberger doing the job on the mound.
Yeah, they did a phenomenal job. Caden always throwing strikes, keeping guys. He's got a really good curveball, keeping guys off balance. He did an excellent job. Keith, he's come in a number of times this year in tough situations in relief and has done a phenomenal job.
How much easier it is? Obviously, your guys are phenomenal pitching every single year and have done it again this year. But guys know if they throw strikes, most of the time the guys behind them are going to make the plays.
Yeah, that's what we tell our pitchers too. Use your defense. You got a good defense. Throw strikes. Make them get on base if they can. And our defense really solid behind our pitchers this year.
All right, you move on to this game. Of course, back in the IVC South, taking on Tusky Valley team that's been kind of up and down, but very, very competitive once again this year for this Trojans team.
Yeah, they have been. We just can't let them in the game. They can string hits together and score some runs. So we just gotta stay positive when they do that and understand that we can do it as well. So yeah, you never know what you're going to get with these guys. They're a good program.
You always talk about the turf field, but also the hitting facility here, especially when we have weeks like last week where it's hard to get out on the field here. How valuable is that?
Yeah, that's huge. Be able to get in there and get everybody's swings and even throw bullpens in there, maybe some live bullpens every once in a while. It's a huge advantage for us, I think. But yeah, it's nice.
Look at this team, awesome season so far, undefeated at this point. We've got the baseball tournament drawings coming up, of course, this Sunday, and kind of look at that tournament kind of in the rear coming up here for this baseball program.
Yeah, we got 2 weeks of regular season ball and then tournament. Got our draw coming up this Sunday. Yeah, we just kind of start looking at the other teams in the Eastern District, see what we might be facing down the road, but still focusing on today. Absolutely. Well, Chris, thanks for your time and good luck tonight. Thank you. That's the voice of the Hiland Hawks head baseball coach, Chris Degas.
Inside the Dugout has been brought to you on WKLM by Home Siding Contractors.
When the power goes out, your life is disrupted. Heat, air conditioning, refrigeration, and the comforts of home are all gone. Be prepared for the next power outage with a Generac home standby generator. And now, for a limited time, get a free, complete 7-year warranty with purchase. That's a $735 value, absolutely free. Team up with Millersburg Electric and Generac today to schedule your free in-home consultation and a turnkey generator install. Don't miss out on the free 7-year warranty, so call today or visit millersburgelectric.com and be ready for the next power outage.
Hey, other guys, insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey, Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course. At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Viker Sand and Gravel Incorporated has been serving the central Ohio areas of Wayne and Holmes counties since 1935. They're a name and business you can trust. Their products and services include ready-mix concrete, excavating, limestone, sand and gravel, and hauling services. They're locally owned and operated, insured and bonded, and most importantly, ready to serve you. For more information, call 330-674-0038.
Firestone Farm Tires are the most preferred tires in America. Not only are they proven to be among the most productive farm tires you can buy, they're backed and serviced by the best trained and equipped farm tire dealer, the certified Firestone Farm Tire dealer. So whether you need top quality Firestone Farm Tires or fast, dependable tire service, count on us to keep you rolling.
Get your Firestone tires at Millersburg Tire Service, State Route 39, Millersburg.
When you're thinking of an old-fashioned smokehouse flavor, think Sugar Valley Meats. They carry their own ham and bacon, and the old-fashioned smokehouse uses hickory, apple, and sassafras. Processing, curing, and custom butchering are available, cut to your specifications. Stop in and see all the products that they offer. That's Sugar Valley Meats on Dutch Valley Drive in Sugar Creek. Turn left at the light, and Sugar Valley Meats is 1/4 mile on the right. Call today, 330-852-4423.
Critchfield Law Firm has always been dedicated to providing the highest quality legal services to their clients throughout Holmes County and surrounding areas. Critchfield Law Firm also understands the dedication of our youth. From the classroom to the music room to athletics, Holmes County's best is represented in every academic area. Critchfield Law Firm in Millersburg, wishing all who participate the best in their endeavors.
At Mack Oilfield Service, they offer specialized trucking, water hauling, dirt work, and general oil field service in New York, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and Ohio. They have the equipment and manpower to tackle any task handed to them. The future lies in the hands of our youth, and Mack Oilfield Service is proud to support them. Call Mack Oilfield Service for all your oil field needs at 330-674-7371. That's 330-674-7371.
Wins over Louisville, Claymont twice, also defeated Indian Valley twice. The win over Tri-Valley 2-0, defeated Medina Buckeye 4-3, win over Garaway 2-1. Of course, they still have the game to finish with Garaway. They're hoping to get it in tomorrow. And that game went 10 innings, tied at 4, trying to finish up that extra inning affair that got called due to the darkness several weeks ago. Lake Center Christian, they defeated them 4-1 over Canal Park in Akron, and won over Ridgewood Trice, and also the win on Saturday over Hoban in the Carmichael Classic over over at Triway. And a win on last Monday over Lexington on the road, 11-0. Won 5-1 also on Friday in that rain-shortened game against Strasburg. And again, Hiland that record of 14-0. And for Tusky Valley, an 8-8 record for them. They won their first 5 games of the year, then lost 2 games in a row to Waynedale, 14-0, and also a loss to Indian Valley 9-4. Won 13-7 over East Canton. Then lost 2 straight to Indian Valley on the road 6-3, and a loss at Garraway 7-4. Won 5-4 at home over Garraway. Then a 13-3 loss to Alliance on the road. A 5-4 loss to Ridgewood on their home field. Then lost 12-2 to Ridgewood on the road. 8-2 win over Buckeye Trail at home. Then lost their last game 11-0 in a home loss to Canton Central Catholic. Again, Tusky Valley that record of 8-8 so far on the season. In the IVC South Division, Hiland on the top spot. They are 7-0. Indian Valley is 5-3 in the conference. Tusky Valley 4-5. Ridgewood also is 5-5. While Garraway is 4-3. Sandy Valley 2-5. Claymont 1-7. In the IVC North Division, Newcomerstown at 9-0 in the conference. They clinched Elisa's share of the IVC North Division title. Canton Valley 5-3 in the conference. Strasburg and East Canton 4-4. Buckeye Trail 4-4 in the conference. Malvern 2-6. And TCC 0-7. In the Ohio Cardinal Conference, it's New Philadelphia and Worcester, both 6-1. West Holmes is 6-3 in the conference. Lexington 5-3. Ashland 3-4. Madison 2-8. And Mansfield Senior record of 0-8 in the OCC. Area baseball has Garraway playing host to Claymont as well today. In high school softball, it's Tusky Valley at Hiland there, and Claymont at Garraway also in those contests. In boys varsity tennis, Triway is at West Holmes for the seeding. We'll take a break, come back with more on the pregame show next on WKLM.
Get luxury for every home with Montana Forge Hardware at MRV Siding Supply. Montana Forge provides custom luxury for every home and is one of the most affordable luxury brands in the industry, with solid forged brass designer hardware manufactured to the highest standards. Don't forget about beautiful Montana Forge bath hardware, available in all Montana Forge finishes. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent. Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
MEB Systems, a name that has been around since 1977. It is the area's flat roof specialist. Their mission statement is, serve our team, customers, and community by offering exceptional and innovative flat roofing services, all for the glory of God. MEB Systems has the experience to handle anything from scheduled maintenance to roofing multi-acre facilities protecting valuable equipment and merchandise. Call MEB Systems, your flat roof specialist, at 330-852-4333, or visit them online at MEBsystems.com. MEB Systems wishes all local athletes the best success this year. Stock up for all your Mother's Day gatherings with these great savings all this week at Rody's IGA. They have Gerber skinless boneless chicken tenders for $5.19 a pound, USDA choice boneless New York strip steaks for $10.98 a pound, and 80% lean fresh ground chuck for $3.98 a pound. They also have USDA choice beef boneless top round roast for $4.98 a pound, USDA select boneless cube steak for $4.99 a pound, USDA choice boneless London broil for $4.98 a pound, fresh pork shoulder steaks for $2.49 a pound, and Gerber's chicken bratwurst Italian sausage for $2.99 a pound. Happy Mother's Day from Rody's IGA Marketplace in Millersburg. At Pomerene Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomerene brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, and Ashland counties. Whether it's a routine checkup or help manage any chronic condition, there's a Pomerene provider nearby. Visit PomereneHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health.
Time is ticking and your dream home is waiting. This is Ben Hirschberger at the Commercial and Savings Bank. We understand that buying a home can be overwhelming, but with CSB, it's easier than ever. We offer a range of options. Whether you're looking to buy, build, refinance, or improve your home, our mortgage lenders will guide you every step of the way. Visit our website at csb1.com to apply online today and turn your dream into a reality. The Commercial and Savings Bank, where homeownership begins. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, this is Corey with Burgett Insurance. If you can't remember the last time you've reviewed your insurance policies, you're not alone. Burgett Insurance and Buckeye Insurance Group work together to make sure you are properly covered. Call the friendly, knowledgeable staff of Burgett Insurance at 330-276-3791. We provide service that exceeds expectations and coverage that meets your needs. Buckeye Insurance Group and Burgett Insurance, working together to protect you.
And today's national anthem is being brought to you by the Holmes County Veteran Services in Millersburg.
Attention Knights Nation, this is Noah Clark with Clark Fowler Electric. As a proud sponsor of West Home Sports from T-ball all the way through high school, Clark Fowler Electric Motors and Supplies is on top of the game. With almost 3 decades as the area's leading provider in parts, repairs, and service, Clark Fowler is a team that you can count on. If you've had a breakdown, we'll get you back up and running and get you back into the game. Visit ClarkFowlerElectric.com for more details and information and all your electric motor needs. Go Knights!
At Wayne Door, we are your trusted partner in helping you build your dream home with quality technicians who pay attention to every detail so you won't have to pay costly future repairs. At Wayne Door, we only install high-quality products to protect your family for generations to come. We have your whole house covered with garage doors, windows, and more. So choose the team at Wayne Door. People you can trust since 1973. Visit WayneDoor.com for a free quote today.
Buckeye Career Center is now accepting full-time adult education applications for next school year. We offer 10 full-time adult programs including cosmetology, aesthetics, dental assisting, HVACR, heavy equipment CDLA operator, law enforcement training academy, medical assisting, medical office support, utility line worker, and welding technology with nearly all courses completed in only 9 months. Grants and financial aid are available for those who qualify. Don't wait. Take control of your future today. Apply now at BuckeyeCareerCenter.org.
Call Berlin Heating and Cooling, your Rheem Pro partner, and you know you're calling the very best. Berlin Heating and Cooling services and installs Rheem and all types of furnaces and air conditioning equipment. Berlin Heating and Cooling, they're your local team you can trust. Call them today at 330-893-3057. That's 330-893-3057.
The secret's out. Thread and Ink in Holmesville is open to take care of your custom apparel, embroidery, and screen printing needs. They offer a storefront with apparel for West Holmes, Hiland, and surrounding schools. Whether it's school spirit wear, professional business attire, accessories, or unique custom designs, they deliver excellence in every product. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 till 5. Thread and Ink is located at 8210 County Road 245 in Holmesville. Or call Justine at 330-279-9222. That's Thread and Ink, custom embroidery and screen printing in Holmesville.
With today's market instability, many homeowners are looking to upgrade their existing home rather than buy or build a new one. At Home Siding Contractors, we know choosing the many colors and styles of siding, replacement windows, and doors can be overwhelming. At Home Siding Contractors, we can help make that decision easier. Durability, beauty, and low maintenance over time describes our products the best. Call Home Siding Contractors today at 888-725-6619 and let our professional staff help upgrade your home today.
Beachy's Auto, Diesel, and Tire Service continues to offer the convenience of two great locations on US 62 in Winesburg and on County Road 201 in Berlin. The Winesburg shop will take care of heavy-duty truck and fleet customers from 7 a.m. to midnight, while the Berlin facility will repair auto and light trucks from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Contact them in Winesburg at 330-359-5421 or in Berlin at 330-674-6970. That's Beachy's Auto, Diesel, and Tire Service in Winesburg and Berlin.
Premier Pharmacy has more ways to serve you. I'm Joel Gauss from Premier Pharmacy, and I'm happy to announce that our newest location in Sugar Creek is open and accepting new patients. Our location in downtown Sugar Creek accepts most major insurances and offers the same great service you've come to expect in our Berlin and Millersburg locations, including delivery and vaccination services. Give us a call today at 330-852-5146 and start experiencing the Premier Pharmacy difference. Premier Pharmacy is your local hometown independent pharmacy.
Denko Marketing and Tricor Industrial, two reputable entities, are the proud sponsors of this broadcast. Denko takes pride in distributing garage door parts and producing specialty tools, serving customers at home and abroad. Need superior tools for your project? Head to Tricor Industrial on Bowman Street in Worcester, boasting an impressive lineup of Milwaukee power tools, Wright tools, grade 5, grade 8, and stainless steel fasteners. While visiting, don't overlook their steel blue work boots and wide selection of drill bits, taps, and dies. Denko and Tricor, proud partners of making an impact in your community.
24. When you call them during business hours, you talk to someone located in Millersburg who is ready to help answer your questions and provide member service excellence. Local is what they are all about. Starting today for the visiting Tusky Valley Trojans and leading things off. That's senior shortstop Hunter McGuffin. Batting second is the senior catcher Shane Twist. Batting third is junior second baseman Isaac Matthews. In a cleanup spot, that is junior first baseman Nick Miller. Batting fifth is junior center fielder Jesse White. While in the sixth slot in the order, that's senior DH Luke Miller. He'll be DHing for the starting left fielder, which is senior Alex Kohler. In the seventh slot, that's senior pitcher Roman Farnsworth, while batting eighth is junior third baseman Landon Fletcher, and batting ninth is sophomore right fielder Trenton Punteni. Tusky Valley, a record of 8-8 on the year. They're 4-5 in the IVC South, coached by Chase Cooper. For the home team, the Hiland Hawks, leading things off for them, senior shortstop Keith Hirschberger. Batting second is senior center fielder Colin Koblenz. In the third slot, that's senior pitcher Keelan Koblenz. In a cleanup spot for the Hawks, that's junior third baseman Grady Monagold. While batting fifth is senior catcher Danny Hostother. In the sixth slot, that's junior right fielder Logan Yoder. Batting seventh is senior first baseman Luke Hirschberger. While batting eighth, that is senior left fielder Cade Beachy. In the ninth slot, that's senior second baseman Caden Candle. Highland a record of 14-0 on the year, the number one ranked team in Division 6. They're 7-0 in the IVC South Division, and they're coached by Chris Dagus. And the starting line is brought to you by Holmes Wayne Electric Cooperative. Keeping the lights on isn't easy enough, as they're not your typical electric company. They're a local not-for-profit electric cooperative, and they power our community with more than just electricity. They work to bring jobs and investments to the area. Why? Because this is our home. Stay tuned for the opening pitch after this on WKLM.
Taking on a large exterior home project is no small task. When you're looking for the best options in roofing, siding, windows, and doors, Provia products are the clear choice. At Provia, quality is engineered into the product, integrity is never compromised, and local craftsmanship delivers a stunning final result that will last for generations. Our experts at Keim Home Center are here to help you explore the possibilities. Visit Keim in Charm, Ohio. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
And today's first pitch being brought to you by MRV Siding Supply, where they have top quality products like Provia siding, decorative siding, windows and doors, Provia manufactured stone and accessories on County Road 624 Millersburg, or on the web, mrvsiding.com. Call them 800-524-7436. McRoy alongside John Monagold. It's Phoenix Price back at the studio, and glad to have you with us on FM 95.3 and WKLM-FM.com. We're also video live streaming today's contest on the WKLM YouTube page. Casey Claxon producing today's live stream coverage, and Andrew Dunlap working the camera. Again, you can go to YouTube, search WKLM Radio to find the live stream coverage for today's contest. McRoy alongside John Monagold, and Hiland, of course, keeps on rolling here, John, despite the inclement weather they had to deal with like everybody did last week.
Yeah, that's what we just talked about before. You know, the weather needs to start cooperating because you don't want to go into tournaments and have 3 or 4 days off at a time. And, you know, when Hiland's been able to take the field, they've been taking care of business. So looking to do the same thing again tonight. Beautiful evening, and hopefully the weather lets us get this one in.
Looking good so far, that's for sure here. We'll try and keep that rain stuff away as they start just a little bit early here to get this game in. And at the plate for Hiland, or I should say for Tusky Valley, to start things off as the visitors, Hunter McGuffin bats from the right side, wearing number 3. He's the senior shortstop. On the mound, of course, for Hiland is Caden Koblenz. Through 26 innings, a record of 4-0. He's allowed 4 runs, 2 earned, 12 hits, striking out 34 batters, walking just 12, hitting 2, and a .53 ERA. Here's the wind, the pitch. Fastball just a bit high. It's ball 1. McGuffin followed by Shane Twist, Isaac Matthews, Nick Miller, Jesse White, Luke Miller, Roman Farnsworth, Landon Fletcher, and Trenton Punteni to run out the order as we swung on. A high chopper toward third. Leaping grab off the bounce by Monagold. Throws to first in time for the out. So 1 away on that ground out. And Monagold making that look easy on a high hop off the turf.
Yeah, he jumped up and grabbed it, made a good throw, and 1 away. And that's big, keeping the leadoff hitter off the bases.
Good play by Grady. 1 up and 1 down on the top of the first. No score for Tusky Valley. Shane Twist is at the plate. Bats for the right side, wearing number 11, senior catcher. The wind and the pitch by Koblenz. Curveball. That's a nice one on the outside corner. It's a cold strike.
One thing I will say is having those off days allows for the pitchers to rest up their arms a little bit here, you know, in the grind of the season.
Here's the wind in the 0-1. Another curveball, swing and a miss, strike 2, and that is invaluable. Obviously, you'll need to get your guys some work. With the same token, as you mentioned, get to the second half of the year, and sometimes guys need a couple of days off if they can get them.
Yeah, if they can get a little bit of a break in the middle of the season, that's not always a bad thing.
Here's the 0-2. That's outside, and Twist lays off it. Ball 1. 1-2 the count, as we talked about in the pregame interview with Chris Dagas. Always nice, again, to have that multi-hitting facility where you can get indoors here when that rain comes down.
Yeah, it's a major advantage.
Here's the wind of the 1-2. Swing and a miss, foul tipped, I believe, but hung on to by catcher Danny Hostler for strike 3, and there's now 2 away.
Yeah, Caden's fastball's got some good life on it here early in this game, and, you know, that was one thing that he kind of felt wasn't where it usually is, and looks pretty good tonight.
That's the other thing that helps as the weather warms up here for these pitchers as the spring wears on. Here's Isaac Matthews. Here's the wind of the pitch. Curveball going to be just a bit outside for a ball. Matthews batting from the right side, wearing number 8, the junior second baseman. 2 down, nobody aboard, no score. Top of the first inning from Lehman Field. Here's the wind in the 1-0. The pitch. Swing and a miss and a curveball. Strike 1 had him way out in front. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And you know, if that fastball's got life on it, they're going to be out in front of that curveball even more than they normally are.
Koblenz rocks and fires. Now the pitch. Goes a called strike on the inside corner. 1-2 the count. Luke Hirschberger's at first. Keaton Candles at second. Keith Hirschberger at short. Grady Monagold at third. Cade Beachy in left. Colin Koblenz the center fielder. Logan Yoder's in right. And catching Danny Hostother. The pitch. Curveball going to be a cold strike 3 on the outside corner. That'll do it for the inning.
Yeah, he gave him a steady diet of curveballs right there and was hitting that outside corner.
And back-to-back Ks to finish things out with a 1-2-3 top of the first for Tusky Valley. No score from Lehman Field. This is IVC Baseball on WKLM.
When the power goes out, your life is disrupted. Heat, air conditioning, refrigeration, and the comforts of home are all gone. Be prepared for the next power outage with a Generac home standby generator. And now, for a limited time, get a free, complete 7-year warranty with purchase. That's a $735 value, absolutely free. Team up with Millersburg Electric and Generac today to schedule your free in-home consultation and a turnkey generator install. Don't miss out on the free 7-year warranty, so call today or visit millersburgelectric.com and be ready for the next power outage.
Guys Insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey, Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal, and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course. At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Vickers Sand and Gravel Incorporated has been serving the central Ohio areas of Wayne and Holmes counties since 1935. They're a name and business you can trust. Their products and services include ready-mix concrete, excavating, limestone, sand and gravel, and hauling services. They are locally owned and operated, insured and bonded, and most importantly, ready to serve you. For more information, call 330-674-0038.
Firestone Farm Tires are the most preferred tires in America. Not only are they proven to be among the most productive farm tires you can buy, they're backed and serviced by the best trained and equipped farm tire dealer, the certified Firestone Farm Tire dealer. So whether you need top quality Firestone Farm Tires or fast, dependable tire service, count on us to keep you rolling.
Get your Firestone tires at Millersburg Tire Service, State Route 39, Millersburg.
Base Landon Fletcher. In left is Alex Kohler. The center fielder, Jesse White. In right is Trenton Punteni. Catching is Shane Twist. And on the mound of pitching is the senior right-hander, Roman Farnsworth. Leading things off, as I mentioned, for Hiland will be Keith Hirschberger, bats from the right side, wearing number 10. Senior shortstop is batting .333 and has 4 runs batted in. For Hiland, wearing their home white jerseys and white pants, red numerals, and red and black trim. And on the other end for Tusky Valley, their road red jerseys that they are sporting for today, and have the white numerals and white pants as well. 383 in dead center and 303 down the right field line here at Lehman Field. Here's the wind in the pitch. It's going to be a roller towards shortstop, and going after it is McGuffin. Gloves it, throws to first base in time for the out. Still roller on the turf. McGuffin went after it, made that throw, and he retires Hirschberger on the first swing.
Yeah, he did a good job reading that one right off the bat. Knew he was going to have to charge it and get rid of it quick, and nice play by the shortstop.
1 up and 1 down for Hiland. Bottom of the first, no score. At the plate is Colin Koblentz, who bats from the left side, wearing number 7. Senior center fielder is batting .489, 3 homers, 11 RBIs for the Malone commit. The wind, the pitch. Way high for a ball. It's now a 1-0 count to Colin Koblentz.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he's able to get that curveball in the zone or not. That one floated on him.
And the 1-0. That'll be in there for a strike. Evens it up. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Koblentz.
Kind of has a little 3/4 arm action. That ball has some movement on it.
It does. Now the 1, the 1-1. Going to be a bit inside on the fastball, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike now to Colin Koblentz. Hiland 14-0. Tusky Valley at 8-8 on the season. The winding of the pitch. It's want to be fouled straight back. Big cut that time by Koblentz, goes even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Now let's see if he goes back to that curveball, if he has enough confidence in it to throw it 2-2, or if he comes back with a fastball.
Farnsworth, see what he throws here, rocks and fires. Swing and miss at a high heat. We got a piece of it held onto, though, by catcher Shane Twist for strike 3.
Yeah, you don't see too many people getting fastballs by Colin, but I kind of wonder if he was looking curveball, too.
Probably was. And now 2 down, nobody aboard. Again, no score with Caden Koblentz at the plate. Bats for the right side, wearing number 23, the senior pitcher. Batting .405. He has 2 homers and 7 RBIs. The other Malone commit. That's going to be a fastball on the outside corner. Got the call there for strike 1.
Yeah, I don't think Caden agreed with that call there. It looked a little bit low. Got to get time to adjust to the umpire's zone as well.
Here's the wind of the pitch. So want to be a high fly ball to deep left field. Going back is Kohler. He'll make the grab. And that's out number 3. 1-2-3 it goes for the Hawks in the bottom of the first. 2-1. We are scoreless. This is IVC Baseball on WKLM.
When you're thinking of an old-fashioned smokehouse flavor, think Sugar Valley Meats. They carry their own ham and bacon, and the old-fashioned smokehouse uses hickory, apple, and sassafras. Processing, curing, and custom butchering are available, cut to your specifications. Stop in and see all the products that they offer. That's Sugar Valley Meats on Dutch Valley Drive in Sugar Creek. Turn left at the light, and Sugar Valley Meats is 1/4 mile on the right. Call today, 330-852-4423.
Critchfield Law Firm has always been dedicated to providing the highest quality legal services to their clients throughout Holmes County and surrounding areas. Critchfield Law Firm also understands the dedication of our youth. From the classroom to the music room to athletics, Holmes County's best is represented in every academic area. Critchfield Law Firm in Millersburg, wishing all who participate the best in their endeavors.
At Mac Oilfield Service, they offer specialized trucking, water hauling, dirt work, and general oil field service in New York, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and Ohio. They have the equipment and manpower to tackle any task handed to them. The future lies in the hands of our youth, and Mac Oilfield Service is proud to support them. Call Mac Oilfield Service for all your oil field needs at 330-674-7371. That's 330-674-7371.
All ready for the top of the second scoreless contest. First pitch, a curveball in there for a cold strike on the pitch by Keithan Koblenz. 4, 5, and 6 batters for Tusky Valley at the plate with Nick Miller lead things off. Here's the 1 and the 0-1. That's going to be a fastball. Been outside for a ball. 1-1 count to Nick Miller. Bats from the left side, wearing number 10, the junior first baseman. He's followed by Jesse White and Luke Miller. The 1 in the 1-1. Way high that time for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Of course, Koblenz struck out the last 2 batters he faced to close out that first inning.
Yeah, his curveball's been pretty efficient so far.
Here's the 1 and the 2-1 pitch. That'll be just a bit outside. It looks like they missed by much, but ball 3. 3 balls and a strike to Miller.
Yeah, didn't get the call there. That one looked like it might have caught the outside corner.
Koblenz the 1 and the pitch. Cold strike there on the outside corner of the fastball. Full count down to Miller. Miller digs back into the batter's box. Koblenz. Now the payoff. High on the fastball, ball 4. That'll walk him. So first base runner of the contest is in the walk, the leadoff variety here in the second inning for Tusky Valley.
Yeah, a couple close pitches there. He just didn't get the call, and that one, good fastball, just a little bit above the belt.
So runner on, nobody out. No score in the second. Here's Jesse White bats from the right side, wearing number 7, the junior center fielder. Koblenz from the stretch for the first time. Now the pitch shows bunt. It's way high, goes to the backstop. Runner going, he'll be there easily on the wild pitch in Nick Miller. So runner second base now with nobody out.
Yeah, he was going to give himself up and lay down a bunt, but that one got away from Caden. Danny wasn't able to get a glove on it, and runner advances. Tusky Valley's got a chance here with nobody out and a runner in scoring position.
1-0 count, Jesse White. Koblenz down the pitch. Here's Showbutt again, and did not get it down. It was a high fastball. The umpire just said he did not get the bat down, and it's going to be strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Jesse White.
I'm not sure if that was called. If he called that one in the zone, it was up.
It was. Koblenz will look at second. Another nod. And the pitch. Going to be a fastball just a bit outside for a ball there. 2 balls and a strike now to Jesse White.
Yeah, Luke Hirschberger at first base is coming in. Grady Monagold over at third. He's going to have to stay home. That runner on second. But now 2-1. See if they still have the bunt on.
The pitch. Swinging away that time, but he swung and missed for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to White.
Yeah, when you set up the sacrifice, you got to be willing to give yourself up and fully commit to getting down a good bunt. If you're even caught in between, you could pop it up. But
no doubt. Here's the pitch. Going to be just a bit outside. Nice pitch.
Yeah, good spot. Real tough pitch to lay off of.
It is. Now a full count to Jesse White. Nick Miller, he walked. He's over at second base. Nobody out. And the payoff again. Going to be outside, ball 4. Gets to the backstop, though. That'll be a passed ball, and that's going to allow Miller to get to third base. Of course, it was a walk to White, but again, it allows Miller to get to third as well. So runners to the quarters now with nobody out.
Yeah, Caden's going to have to work his way through some traffic here on the bases, kind of his own doing, but he's more than capable of getting out of it. I imagine our corners are going to be in, cut that run off at home, and looks like we're going to keep the middle infield at double play depth.
Here's Luke Miller. Bats from the right side wearing number 13, the senior DH. Back-to-back walks, runners at the quarters, nobody out. The pitch. That's high in the fastball, ball 1. 1-0 count now to Luke Miller.
Yeah, he's just really struggling to locate that fastball right now. Everything is up in the zone a little bit. See if he can make an adjustment here. Get that fastball down. As hard as he throws, it's not bad if you mess up with the fastball, but got to be able to get it in the zone.
Trying to find it as Miller stands back into the batter's box. White leads off at first, and Miller at third base.
Not much of a lead at first.
And the pitch. So it'll be a foul to the backstop. Swinging off the handle there. Goes to 1 ball, 1 strike. Went inside on him that time.
Yeah, he tried to call time, had his hand up. The umpire didn't give it to him. Then he was late on that fastball. Good life to it. He's just missing up in the zone with it right now. He's trying to get it down.
He tried to stay away with a lot of his pitches. That time going inside. Of course, he's got the speed to do it. 1 ball, 1 strike, Luke Miller. Quick discussion between pitcher and catcher. And now Hostler goes back behind home plate.
Yeah, let's see if Tusky Valley starts the runner here. He's got a little bigger lead over there. First base.
And the pitch. Swampy fouled straight back. Goes to 1-2 now to Luke Miller. So Hook Koblenz gets ahead of the count this time. Big play already here in this second inning. Scoreless game, top of the second. And the Trojans are threatening with nobody out.
One thing you got to be careful here if you come with that curveball. He's been late on your fastball. You don't want to speed his bat up. If you're going to miss down and away.
The pitch. And curveball away, down low. He must have heard you, but he somehow holds off the swing.
Yeah, I kind of thought it looked like he went, but, you know, with that field umpire being behind the pitcher, it's really hard to tell. Nobody at first base to appeal to.
So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Koblenz. Now the pitch. Swampy foul straight back again. Gets a piece of it. Count remains at 2-2.
Tusky Valley's really making him work here early in the second inning. Nobody out. A little surprised they haven't put that runner in first in motion, but you don't want to run yourself out of an inning either.
Time is called. Of course, I think most people in the IVC know that that guy behind home plate has a pretty good arm as well.
Yes, he does.
Mr. Danny Hostetler.
He's thrown out a bunch throughout his career. The last 2 years, he's thrown out a lot of base runners.
Here goes the pitch. Curveball down low and away, and another nice hold. Again, tough to hold on with 2 strikes, but he does it, and it's a full count. Yes, that's 3 straight guys that have all gotten full counts so far to start this inning.
You got to give credit to their hitters.
Good patience. Here is the payoff. Call, a swing and a miss, and a strike 3. He goes to the outside of the part of the plate and a swing and miss. Nice pitch by Caden Koblenz. There's now 1 away.
Yeah, and you know, he didn't give in and throw that ball right down the middle. He hit the outside corner with it.
That is the 3rd strikeout, though, and a big one here for Hiland. Runner still at the quarters, 1 out now. Here's Roman Farnsworth, the pitcher. Bats for the right side. Wearing number 4, he's a senior. The pitch. Fastball right down the pipe for a called strike. 0-1 the count to Farnsworth. Now seems to kind of found that zone once again.
Yeah, and I was about to say, you know, it's been a little while since Caden's been on the mound pitching in a game.
Koblenz. Now the 0-1. Going to be pounded in there on the fastball again. 0-2 count. And now when kind of get out of a routine a little bit, it might sometimes takes a little bit here to kind of find that rhythm again.
Yeah, sometimes you got to work through your mechanics here a little bit. He had a really good first inning, but they were pretty aggressive swinging early in the count, which helped him out.
And the 0-2, the pitch. Curveball going to be called. Strike 3 on the outside corner.
Yeah, and that's the difference between Caden and your average high school pitcher. He runners at first and third, and he's got the capability to strike guys out. That's huge.
Couldn't paint that any better. Yeah, now back-to-back Ks, and one out is Hiland away from getting out of this jam. Here's Landon Fletcher, number 8 batter in the Trojans lineup. Bats from the right side, wearing number 6, the junior third baseman. Runner still at the corners.
Be aggressive here, getting down in the order.
Fastball in there for a strike. It's an 0-1 count now to Fletcher. No score, top of the second. Coburn's trying to work his way out of this jam. Trojans try to get on top early.
Yeah, this would be big for momentum if you can get out of this with no runs.
Here's the pitch. That's outside. Makes it ball one ball and 1 strike. Remember, if you get into a collision, make your first call to Finish Line Auto Body, where they have experts in collision repair, and they'll even help with the $500 of your insurance deductible. Give Brooks a call, 674-1483. And the pitch. Curveball held a swing a bit low, and ball 2. 2-1 the count.
And that's one thing we've seen Tusky Valley. They've laid off some of those curveballs, and that's hard to do.
Yeah, really a nice pitch, but good hold that time. 2-1 count to Fletcher. White still over at first base, Miller at third.
And that kind of tells me they're looking for that fastball, looking for something they can drive.
And the throw to first, bobble, thrown to home plate, going to be not in time. So the throw to first base by Koblenz went off the mitt of Luke Hirschberger, couldn't corral it, and couldn't squeeze it, I should say, and after he hit the turf, got by him. Didn't go very far, but enough to allow Miller to get safely in the slide across home plate, and Trojans get the 1-0 lead.
Yeah, that's Tusky Valley being really aggressive right there and trying to get that run in. Took advantage of the miscue.
Here's the pitch. High for ball, throw to first base by Hostetler in a tag attempt by Hirschberger. Not in time, but good throw nonetheless. But now 2 outs with that run across the board from third, and now a runner at first base. But 1-0 Tusky Valley advantage with the 1 error. Here is the pitch. That's going to be a cold strike on the outside corner. 3-2 count now to Landon Fletcher. Another 3-2 count.
Yeah, that ball just barely rolled far enough, and Luke wasn't able to make a strong throw home.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, so Koblenz ends up striking out the side as 5th of the game. But, again, the Trojans get an unearned run here in the second inning. And now through 1.5, it's Tusky Valley 1, Hiland 0. This is IVC Baseball on WKLM.
Get luxury for every home with Montana Forge Hardware at MRV Siding Supply. Montana Forge provides custom luxury for every home and is one of the most affordable luxury brands in the industry, with solid forged brass designer hardware manufactured to the highest standards. Don't forget about beautiful Montana Forge bath hardware available in all Montana Forge finishes. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent. Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
MEB Systems, a name that has been around since 1977. It is the area's flat roof specialist. Their mission statement is, serve our team, customers, and community by offering exceptional and innovative flat roofing services, all for the glory of God. MEB Systems has the experience to handle anything from scheduled maintenance to roofing multi-acre facilities protecting valuable equipment and merchandise. Call MEB Systems, your flat roof specialist, at 330-852-4333, or visit them online at MEB MBBsystems.com. MBB Systems wishes all local athletes the best success this year.
Host other, and then Logan Yoder will be at the plate. Reminder, this game being video live streamed on the WKLM YouTube page, courtesy of the Claxon communication team of Casey Claxon producing today's live stream coverage, and Andrew Dunlap working in the camera. Go to YouTube, search WKLM Radio to find the live stream coverage for today's contest. Here's the wind, the pitch by Farnsworth, the fastball outside for a ball to Grady Monagold, who bats for the left side, wearing number 21, the junior third baseman, batting .364, has 2 homers and 20 runs batted in. Here's the wind and the 1-0. In there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Of course, we're also on FM 95.3 and WKLM-FM.com. Phoenix Price is back in the studio. 1-0 Trojans, bottom of the second. Farnsworth. Now the wind, the pitch. Fastball sails high on the fastball, ball 2. 2-1 the count, of course, for the Hiland Hawks offense. You're looking to try and respond after giving up that run in the upper half of this inning.
Yeah, trying to get a leadoff guy on base here.
Here's the wind, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Went down on him on the throw that time by Farnsworth, who's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Monagold collects himself. He'll spec back into the batter's box. Here's the wind, the pitch. Swing and a miss to the curveball, strike 3. Farnsworth could change the speed that time and gets the strikeout. That is his second strikeout thrown of the game. So now 1 away. He's retired the first 4 batters he's faced from the Hawks. And here's Danny Hostother, who bats for the left side as well, wearing number 24, the senior catcher, batting .528 with 2 homers and 15 runs batted in. Farnsworth, the wind and the pitch. It's going to be a bouncer up the middle, going to be in the center field. It's going to be a base hit. First pitch swinging Danny Hostother, and he'll get the offense started, the first base runner for the Hawks today.
Yeah, and he just keeps hitting. He's a hit machine. Nice short swing, just took that ball right back up the middle.
He did indeed, and now Logan Yoder is at the plate. Bats from the right side, wearing number 16, the junior right fielder, batting .316. He has 8 runs batted in. Farnsworth from the stretch for the first time. The pitch. That'll be down low for a ball. 1-0 count. The Killbuck Savings Bank proudly supporting the local youth, and they hope that you all knock it out of the park, celebrating 125 years of serving the community. That's the Killbuck Savings Bank. And the pitch. Just a bit outside for a ball. Goes to a 2-0 count to Logan Yoder. McRoy, John Monagold for this contest. IVC baseball action for Lehman Field.
A little better approaches setting by those Hiland hitters.
And that's a bit outside. Ball 3 indeed as the count goes to Yoder's favor.
And a guy that throws like this, you need to make sure he gets a pitch in the middle of the plate that you can get the barrel to anyway.
Wind picking up out towards center. Farnsworth. Now the pitch. Outside in ball 4, so walks Yoder on 4 pitches. And just like that, a single, then a walk. And first and second, 1 down now for Luke Hirschberger, who bats for the left side, wearing number 27, the senior first baseman, batting .355 with 5 runs batted in. So Hawks all of a sudden making some things happen here in this second inning.
First baseman's playing in front of the runner, no hold at first.
Now the pitch. Fastball in there for a strike. It's now an 0-1 count. Sometimes it's just as simple, though, as kind of getting that leadoff guy aboard and getting a couple guys on the diamond here to make a little something extra for that pitcher to have to think about.
Yeah, it distracts him a little bit, and plus he's got to throw out of the stretch, which is getting a different feel.
Here's the 0-1. It's going to be a high chopper toward short. It'll be glove by McGuffin over the second base for the force, and they do force out Logan Yoder at second base, but now runners at the corners, but 2 away. So it'll be a 6-4 fielder's choice hit into by Hirschberger. He's at first. Hostler's at third. And at the plate, Cade Beachy. He bats from the right side, wearing number 2. The senior left fielder is batting .214 with 4 runs batted in.
See if we can get that 2-out RBI. Those are huge.
1-0 Tusky Valley. The Hawks trying to tie it up. Farnsworth. Now with the pitch. It's going to be a foul straight back as he came through on the fastball. 0-1 count to Beachy.
Yeah, nice swing by Cade right there, just a little bit late.
RBI opportunity for Beachy here in the second inning. Farnsworth. Couple nods, now the pitch. Curveball going to be a bit outside. Ball one ball, and one strike to Beachy.
Yeah, he's doing a pretty good job there with his timing of pitches. Trying to throw the runners off here a little bit. Not let him get a read.
Now the pitch. Fastball in the outside corner. Gets the cold strike. 1-2 the count to Beachy. Hirschberger at first and Hostother at third. Farnsworth. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out of the curveball to close out the inning.
Got out of the jam.
He did. That'll be his third strikeout through the game, the second of the inning. And Hiland does not score in the bottom of the second and through two. It's Tusky Valley 1, Hiland nothing. This is IVC Baseball on WKLM.
Stock up for all your Mother's Day gatherings with these rate savings all this week at Rody's IGA. They have Gerber skinless, boneless chicken tenders for $5.19 a pound, USDA choice boneless New York strip steaks for $10.98 a pound, and 80% lean fresh ground chuck for $3.98 a pound. They also have USDA choice beef boneless top round roast for $4.98 a pound, USDA select boneless cube steak for $4.99 a pound, USDA choice boneless London broil for $4.98 a pound, fresh pork shoulder steaks for $2.49 a pound, and Gerber's chicken bratwurst Italian sausage for $2.99 a pound. Happy Mother's Day from Rody's IGA Marketplace in Millersburg. At Pomerene Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomerene brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, and Ashland counties. Whether it's a routine checkup or help manage any chronic condition, there's a Pomerene provider nearby. Visit PomereneHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health.
Time is ticking and your dream home is waiting. This is Ben Hirschberger at the Commercial and Savings Bank. We understand that buying a home can be overwhelming, but with CSB, it's easier than ever. We offer a range of options. Whether you're looking to buy, build, refinance, or improve your home, our mortgage lenders will guide you every step of the way. Visit our website at csb1.com to apply online today and turn your dream into a reality. The Commercial and Savings Bank, where homeownership begins. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
But he'll pull it back on a fastball in there for a strike to Trenton Punteni. The 9-1-2 batters for Tusky Valley. Punteni followed by the top of the order, Hunter McGuffin and Shane Twiss. Trenton Punteni bats from the right side, wearing number 2, the sophomore right fielder, at the plate for the first time today. 1-0 Trojans in the third. Here's the pitch by Koblenz. Curveball, that's a nice one on the inside corner. It's an 0-2 count. One run, that was not earned. No hits for Tusky Valley so far. They've left one runner on base. Koblenz has struck out 5. He's walked a batter. And now 40 pitches thrown. Koblenz, the wind and the pitch. Going to be a curveball, going to be a cold snow. I was ready to ring him up, but
yeah, I don't know.
The umpire was not.
That was up in the zone or where that was at.
Wow, I was ready. 1-2 the count instead.
Looked like a pretty good pitch.
I'd say. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, a curveball, strike 3 there, so we'll get him anyway. He'll get him swinging the 6th strikeout thrown by Koblenz today. 1-1 now into the top of the order for Hunter McGuffin. McGuffin rounded out the third in his first at-bat in that leadoff slot, but we were kind of talking off the air, John, and a team ERA of .7 entering this game today. And as we were talking about, I don't know what the record is in the state of Ohio for a team. That pitch can be swung. Going to be a bouncer toward short. Charged after now by Hirschberger. Gloves it, throws to first base. Going to be in time for the out. Nice stretch by Hirschberger. Good play by the other Hirschberger, Keith Hirschberger, on the throw, and there's now 2 down.
Yeah, Keith ranged over to the right in the hole and thought he was going to have to backhand that ball, but he got over there fast enough where he was able to glove it and make a good quick throw to Luke.
2 down, nobody aboard. Shane Twiss, who struck out swinging in his first at-bat back in the first inning. He's at the plate. Here's the wind of the pitch by Koblenz. So I'll be fouled back and at a play 0-1 count here. But again, to be able to go undefeated like this, like they have up to this point here, that's, as we talked about, it's hard to do in baseball. We have to have really a good staff to even have a chance of that. And the Hawks, obviously, whoever they put out there seems to do the job.
Yeah, it seems like whoever they've put on the mound, they've answered the call. And They go out there and they battle.
Here's the 0-1. That goes high for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Shane Twiss. 1-0 Tusky Valley. We're on the top of the third. Hoagland's down the pitch. Fastball high and inside. Check to swing. Say he did not go. It's going to be ball 2.
Yeah, I didn't think he went there. He kind of kept the barrel behind the plate.
Very close to fouling it, but it did just miss the ball. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. Curveball going to be a cold strike there on the inside corner.
Kind of looked similar to the one he threw earlier.
Yes, it did.
But sometimes the umpire gets fooled too.
Sometimes the pitch is so good, the umpire doesn't see it so well. And now 2-2 count to Shane Twiss. Hoagland rocks and fires the pitch. Curveball swung be a high popper towards shallow center field. Going back is the shortstop, that being Keith Herberger, and he'll make the grab. That's going to be out number 3.
Yeah, nice play. Did a good job getting back on that ball.
And 1-2-3 it goes for Tusky Valley in the third through 2.5. A 1-0 Tusky Valley advantage over Hiland. This is IVC Baseball, WKLM.
This is Jeff Allison at Burgett Insurance. I have partnered with Buckeye Insurance Group to provide our customers with insurance coverage at competitive rates, backed by outstanding service. If you would like a no-obligation review of your farm, home, or auto insurance, see me, Jeff Allison at Burgett Insurance. Buckeye Insurance Group and Burgett Insurance, working together to protect you.
Attention Knights Nation, this is Noah Clark with Clark Fowler Electric. As a proud sponsor of West Home Sports from T-ball all the way through high school, Clark Fowler Electric Motors and Supplies is on top of the game. With almost 3 decades as the area's leading provider in parts, repairs, and service, Clark Fowler is a team that you can count on. If you've had a breakdown, we'll get you back up and running and get you back into the game. Visit ClarkFowlerElectric.com for more details and information and all your electric motor needs. Go Knights!
At Wayne Door, we are your trusted partner in helping you build your dream home with quality technicians who pay attention to every detail so you won't have to pay costly future repairs. At Wayne Door, we only install high-quality products to protect your family for generations to come. We have your whole house covered with garage doors, windows, and more. So choose the team at Wayne Door. People you can trust since 1973. Visit WayneDoor.com for a free quote today.
And we do have this weather-related announcement. They have a severe weather warning for Knox and Coshocton counties until 6 p.m. That's a severe weather warning for Knox and Coshocton counties until 6 p.m. We hope to keep that away from us here in Holmes County. Here's the wind in the pitch. Going to be a fastball just a bit outside for a ball. We're in the bottom half of the third. 1-0 Tusky Valley. And, of course, at the plate for Hiland is going to be Caden Candle to start things off. Here's the pitch. Going to be a bit low for a ball, 2-0 count. Candle, number 9 batter. Then at the top of the order with Keith Hirschberger and Colin Koblenz. Candle bats for the left side, wearing number 3. The senior second baseman is batting 148 and 3 runs batted in. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Big cut there, but strike 1. 2-1 the count. Hiland, no runs, 1 hit. They've left 2 runners on base. Roman Farnsworth, he has struck out 3. He's walked a batter and has thrown 27 pitches so far. The pitch. That's way high for a ball. In a 3-1 count, Candle, Hiland, of course, threatened the last inning, wasn't able to get a run, though, across the board.
Yeah, they were able to get a couple runners on, but they couldn't get them in.
Here's the pitch. That's going to be a called strike on the outside corner. That was a borderline call there, but Farnsworth gets the call, and it's a full count.
Yeah, it's kind of getting to the point here where anything close, you got to either foul it off or try to get something you can get through the infield.
Here's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Blew up by him. That's the 4th strikeout thrown today by Farnsworth. 1 up and 1 down in the third. Now to the top of the order for the Hawks and Keith Hirschberger. So see how Hiland can adjust here the second time through the order.
So far, the last couple games, Hiland's done a really, really good job of adjusting that second time through. Going to need to do something different here.
Hirschberger grounded out the short in his first at bat. The pitch. Curveball going to be a cold strike on the inside corner. 0-1 count to Keith Hirschberg. Of course, we saw that back last Saturday against the outstanding Hoban team, a pitcher that really was impressed with the first couple innings. Then here's the pitch. Down low and away in a ball. 1-1 count, and of course the Hawks broke through with those two-run homers they got in that third inning, the second time through.
Yeah, and Farnsworth, he's got a good fastball, and he's using it early and often.
Here's the pitch. Fastball goes high that time for ball 2. 2-1 the count to Hirschberger.
That's what you want to see. Get deeper into the count here, make him zone up, make him get the ball down a little bit.
Farnsworth the pitch. So want to be fouled back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Today's player of the game presented by Buckeye Deli in the Patio, where great food meets great times, from delicious pizza and bar snacks to milkshakes and other beverages. That's Buckeye Deli in the Patio in Nashville. Now the pitch. Going to be in the turf for a ball. Full count now to Keith Hirschberger. 1 out, nobody aboard. Bottom half of the third. 1-0 Tusky Valley from Lehman Field.
And he hasn't really been throwing that curveball early in the count. He's using that fastball, and then when he gets ahead, he's coming with the curve.
The pitch. Curveball inside that hit him. Would have been ball 4 irregardless, but he'll get the hit batsman, and now the runner is aboard here with 1 away.
And it was a curveball to the backside, so.
If you're going to have to get hit.
Yes, but with it being ball 4, I'm sure he would have rather not been hit.
If he could help it. Here's Colin Koblenz. Good speed on the base pass now for the Hawks as well. With 1 away. Colin Koblenz, he struck out swinging in his first at bat. Farnsworth from the stretch. Go to first base. Good pickoff throw, but Hirschberger's back there. Of course, the 2 teams will score off again on Wednesday in a game at Tusky Valley. Hiland, of course, has the game trying to finish with Garraway tomorrow night. Here's the pitch. High and inside for a ball, 1-0 count. That game that was suspended due to the darkness and extra innings from several weeks ago.
Tusky Valley's got some good pitching. A little surprised at the 8-8 record, but.
Here's the pitch. So want to be fouled back. 1 ball, 1 strike. I think that's another thing that just illustrates how hard it is to do what Hiland has done, because, it's a solid Tusky Valley team, but it's hard, especially in the spring, to be consistent sometimes,
Yes, it is, and especially on those days when it gets really cold. Just makes everything harder, but hopefully we're headed for warmer weather here.
Here's the pitch. Want to be liner towards short, takes a bounce, though, and in the hands of McGuffin to the second for the force, and they will force out Hirschberger for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, that ball just took too many hops there. Wasn't able to get the twist.
The looping liner there ends up being a fielder's choice. And now 2 outs, a runner at first base. Still 1-0 Trojans at the plate. Caden Koblenz, he flew out to left in his first at bat. Never out of the inning for facing a Koblenz, and Caden stands into the batter's box.
Yeah, I'd expect to see Colin here.
Check swing, and I believe that got part of the bat right, or did they hit him? Koblenz looked like he was kind of looking to toss the bat. But I guess they're going to say it's a foul ball. So 0-1 count to Caden Koblenz.
Yeah, I imagine Colin's going to be running here trying to get into scoring position with 2 outs. Although he's already in scoring position with his brother at the plate.
The pitch. Outside for a ball. Runner going through the second base, going to be not in time. And a stolen base for Colin Koblenz.
Yeah, nice throw by the catcher there. Colin was just able to get his foot in there in time. Didn't beat it by too much.
Just better speed on the good throw by Shane Twist.
And especially with that curveball being down in his zone, he got off a really good throw.
Farnsworth. Now the pitch. So going to be popped up first base side, foul territory. It's out of play. 1-2 the count to Caden Koblenz. Colin Koblenz at second. There's 2 outs. Hawks trying to tie this game up, down 1-0 in the home half of the third.
Like to see Caden shorten up here, just try to hit something hard up the middle. Get on top of one.
And the pitch. Curveball. So going to be a line towards second. In the center field, a base hit. Colin Koblenz around third. Coming toward home, he's going to score. And going to second base of the third of home, going to be Caden Koblenz. He'll get there safely. So RBI signal to right, and this game all tied up at 1 apiece. And again, that goes with the speed that you have on the base pass with Colin Koblenz as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And Caden did a great job of hitting there. He did exactly what he needed to do. Shortened up, took that ball right up the middle.
So he'll help himself on the mound with that RBI hit right there, his 8th RBI of the season. And now tied up at 1 apiece. Caden Kobus now at second. Here's Grady Monagle trying to keep it going. He struck out in his first at bat. And the pitch. No ball, outside for a ball.
That was great base running by Caden. As soon as he saw that ball was going to be over top of the cutoff, man, he took off for second base. That's just heads-up base running right there.
No doubt about it. Farnsworth. Now the pitch. Fastball in the outside corner for a strike. Evens it up 1 ball, 1 strike to Monagle.
Looking for another 2-out base hit here. Big gap in left center if he could drive that gap.
Farnsworth. Now the pitch. That's a fastball in the outside corner for a strike. 1-2 the count. Painting that corner. Gets ahead now with Monagle at the plate, and Caden Koblenz over at second.
Now he's going to shorten up here. Do the same thing, same approach that Caden had.
And the pitch. It's going to be a high fly ball toward left. Underneath is Alex Kohler, and he will make the grab for the 3rd out of the inning. But Hiland does tie it up on the RBI single by Caden Koblenz, and through 3, it's Hiland 1 and Tusky Valley 1. This is IVC Baseball on WKLM.
Buckeye Career Center is now accepting full-time adult education applications for next school year. We offer 10 full-time adult programs including cosmetology, aesthetics, dental assisting, HVACR, heavy equipment CDLA operator, law enforcement training academy, medical assisting, medical office support, utility line worker, and welding technology, with nearly all courses completed in only 9 months. Grants and financial aid are available for those who qualify. Don't wait. Take control of your future today. Apply now at BuckeyeCareerCenter.org.
Call Berlin Heating and Cooling, your Rheem Pro partner, and you know you're calling the very best. Berlin Heating and Cooling services and installs Rheem and all types of furnaces and air conditioning equipment. Berlin Heating and Cooling, they're your local team you can trust. Call them today at 330-893-3057. That's 330-893-3057.
The secret's out. Thread and Ink in Holmesville is open to take care of your custom apparel, embroidery, and screen printing needs. They offer a storefront with apparel for West Holmes, Hiland, and surrounding schools. Whether it's school spirit wear, professional business attire, accessories, or unique custom designs, they deliver excellence in every product. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 till 5. Thread and Ink is located at 8210 County Road 245 in Holmesville. Or call Justine at 330-279-9222. That's Thread and Ink, custom embroidery and screen printing in Holmesville.
Top of the 4th inning, tied up at 1 apiece, and to the plate for Hiland, I should say for Tusky Valley rather, will be the 3, 4, and 5 batters, Isaac Matthews, Nick Miller, and then Jesse White. Isaac Matthews, he struck out looking in his first at bat. Trojans, 1 run, no hits so far. They've left a runner on base. Here's Caden Koblenz, the Y and the pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball, strike 1. Koblenz has struck out 6. He's walked a batter. Now 49 pitches thrown in the game. Had a quick 1-2-3 third inning.
Yeah, see if he can get in a groove, get a good rhythm going.
Here's the wind and the 0-1. Fastball in the outside corner. That's a cold strike. Quickly an 0-2 count to Isaac Matthews.
You know, he kind of struggled in that second inning, but I think that was just working through mechanics, getting back on the mound, getting used to things.
Looks like he's found it now. Here's the pitch. Curveball, Swanby, a grounder toward third. Scooped up by Monagle. Fires to first base. Wide of the bag and gloved by Hirschberger, but unable to make the tag. So Matthews will be safe at first base on the throw. So leadoff batter aboard. Here's Nick Miller, who walked and scored in that second inning.
Yeah, that's a pretty routine play right there. He just came up and didn't set his feet and just kind of threw it over there softly.
Hawks try and come back, make that next play. Is now Koblenz works it from the stretch. And the pitch. It's going to be a high chopper near the mound. Going to be gloved by Koblenz. And through the second base, going to be hit the turf. And he'll pull him off the bag. Kind of hesitated as it didn't look like Hannah was there initially. Then he made the throw anyway. Probably at that point, you're probably better off getting the shore out at first base.
Yeah, there wasn't really anybody covering the base there. I know Keith, he came in to Casey had to make a play there, and Caden didn't get to the base in time. Tusky Valley See if they take advantage of those mistakes by Hiland.
So first and second, nobody out. Here's Jesse White, who walked in the second.
Wouldn't be shocked to see a sacrifice bunt right here.
Shows bunt. Unreal pulled it down. Nice curveball on the outside corner for strike. Third to second base, going to be in time for the out on the throw by Danny Hostetler.
Yeah, you could tell he got too far off the base there, and Danny was looking for that.
How about that?
As soon as he missed that bunt, Danny picking up his defense.
Well, you're never safe with Hostetler behind home plate. And that's a huge out.
Yeah.
Get the leadoff runner, I should say, out.
And with nobody out, you got to make sure he gets that bunt down. He just got off second base too far. You can't do that with Danny.
Here's the pitch. Fastball in the outside corner for a strike. It's now an 0-2 count. And that's another example there where the catcher can be the pitcher and your defense's best friend when you can make plays like that. 0-2 count. The pitch. Going to be a fastball. Whew, that didn't miss by much of the outside part of the plate, but it's ball one. That's one of those things. The only reason you take that is you know you can't hit it.
Yep. Wasn't going to be able to do too much with it.
Nick Miller's at first. There's one out. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He blew it right by him in the fastball there.
Yeah,
that was just going to rear back and throw the heat.
Yeah, that one had a little bit more to the plate.
7 strikeout thrown in the game by Caden Koblenz, and all of a sudden looked like an opportunity to have something happen for the Trojans offense. Now there's 2 outs and a runner at first base for Luke Miller.
Yeah, and that play at second by Danny, he's done that several times.
Here's the pitch. Down low for a ball. It's a 1-0 count. Luke Miller struck out swinging in the second, and that one play changes the whole complexion of the inning.
Yes, it does. Because you would have to assume they're trying to lay down that sack bunt. Go from possibly having a guy at second and third with 1 out.
Curveball, swing and a miss. That's going to be strike 1.
All of a sudden, you got a guy at first base with 1 out.
Tied up at 1. We're in the top of the 4th from Lehman Field. Been a good one here this evening between Hiland and Tusky Valley. Koblenz, now the pitch. Curveball's runner toward short. Scooped up by Keith Hirschberger. Will step on the second base bag to force out Nick Miller for the 3rd out.
Nice play by Keith there. He went down to one knee to make sure he got that ball. Didn't let it past him.
And that will do it here for the inning. No run score for Tusky Valley, and now through 3.5. Tied up at 1 apiece between Hiland and the Trojans. This is IVC Baseball on WKLM.
With today's market instability, many homeowners are looking to upgrade their existing home rather than buy or build a new one. At Home Siding Contractors, we know choosing the many colors and styles of siding, replacement windows, and doors can be overwhelming. At Home Siding Contractors, we can help make that decision easier. Durability, beauty, and low maintenance over time describes our products the best. Call Home Siding Contractors today at 888-725-6619 and let our professional staff help upgrade your home today.
Beachy's Auto Diesel and Tire Service continues to offer the convenience of 2 great locations on US 62 in Weinsberg and on County Road 201 in Berlin. The Weinsberg shop will take care of heavy-duty truck and fleet customers from 7 a.m. to midnight, while the Berlin facility will repair auto and light trucks from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Contact them in Weinsberg at 330-359-5421 or in Berlin at 330-674-6970. That's Beachy's Auto, Diesel, and Tire Service in Weinsberg and Berlin.
Premier Pharmacy has more ways to serve you. I'm Joel Gauss from Premier Pharmacy, and I'm happy to announce that our newest location in Sugar Creek is open and accepting new patients. Our location in downtown Sugar Creek accepts most major insurances and offers the same great service you've come to expect in our Berlin and Millersburg locations, including delivery and vaccination services. Give us a call today at 330-852-5146 and start experiencing the Premier Pharmacy difference. Premier Pharmacy is your local, hometown, independent pharmacy.
Already here for the bottom of the 4th inning. First pitch in there for a strike to Danny Hostetler. Tied up at 1 apiece. Here's the wind, the pitch by Farnsworth. Curveball's going to be a bouncer towards second base. Charged after by Matthews. He'll glove it. Throws to first base. In time for the out. Hostetler, who had the single to center field his first at bat, grounds at the second to begin the bottom of the 4th. So 1 up and 1 down for the Hawks. Tied up at 1 at the plate. Logan Yoder. who walked in his first at bat. Keim Home Center, your local home building and woodworking destination, along with lumber, building materials, and custom millwork. Visit them on the web at Keim Home Center, or KeimHome.com. Here's the pitch, going to be way outside into the backstop. That's going to be ball one. Logan Yoder.
Got a feeling this game's going to come down to who can execute better when they get a runner on base. You know, Tusky Valley, that was a pretty big mental mistake there, getting too far off of second base and not able to capitalize. When you get your first two guys on, you should expect to score.
Here's the Y, the 1-0. Way outside as he kind of lost his balance that time, did Farnsworth, and went to the back spot, so going to be ball two. He slipped a little bit on that turf mound.
Yeah, he lost his footing there, and that ball sailed.
As you mentioned, there's little mistakes here, especially in games like this. The tight games, almost like a tournament-type situation, they can make a big difference.
Yes, they can, and you know, the longer it goes and the closer this game is, you're going to have to execute.
That pitch going to be in the side corner, a cold strike. 2-1 the count. Now to Logan Yoder. Tied at 1. We're in the home half of the fourth. Farnsworth winds and pitches. It's going to be a line to left center, right center field. That'll be in there for a base hit. Yoder rounds first base. He'll stay there, but a one-out single, Logan Yoder. That's the third hit today for the Hawks.
And the center fielder made a nice bare hand grab that ball. He overran it a little bit, and he reached back and grabbed it with his bare hand, or Logan might have been looking to take second.
No doubt. Here's Luke Hirschberger. Hit into a 6-4 fielder's choice in his first at-bat in the second. Runner aboard, one out for Hiland. It's tied up at 1 in the fourth. Farnsworth. Now with the pitch. Outside for a ball to 1-0 count. Again, today's player of the game presented by Buckeye Deli in the Patio, where great food meets great times, from delicious pizza and bar snacks to milkshakes and other beverages. Buckeye Deli in the Patio in Nashville. The 1-0. That'll be on the inside corner for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Luke Hirschberger.
You can see Farmworth's done a good job pitching inside on the Hiland hitters and getting in on their hands a little bit. Set up inside again.
The pitch. Curveball, swing and a miss. That's going to be a strike two. A nice curveball that time. 1-2 the count.
He swung right over top of that one. Broke down in towards his back foot. Let's see if they keep going in there. Oh, they're moving up in the zone.
And the pitch could be a swing and a miss. The high fastball. Indeed, he hits the spot in strike 3 in the swing. That's the second out. The 5th strikeout thrown today by Farnsworth. At the plate, Cade Beachy, who struck out swinging in his first at-bat in the second. Tied at 1 in the 4th inning. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And that's going to be strike 1. Farnsworth doing a solid job of the mound today. And, of course, we talk about that Hiland ERA pitching-wise, but the team batting average, .365. So, obviously, that offense has been potent throughout the spring as well. But right now, low scoring interference going to be outside for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, he's done a really good job. I would like to say he's keeping him off balance, but at times he's just overpowered him with that fastball. And I think, again, it goes back to it's not straight. It has a lot of tail to it. Can be tough to get the barrel to.
That's just a bit outside for a ball. 2-1 count now to Beachy. Logan Yoder, he's at first after that single, but there's 2 outs in the inning. Tied at 1 in the 4th.
And again, you know, it seems like 2 outs. Hiland has a base runner.
The pitch. It's going to be a line to right field. It's going to be a base hit over to second base. Yoder, he's going for 3. He'll get there easily. And now runners at the corners as Cade Beachy, good piece of hitting there, took that to the opposite field for the base hit.
Yeah, outside curveball, and Cade just went with it and drove it to right field. Nice piece of hitting.
First and third, all of a sudden the Hawks with 2 outs, a chance to take the lead here with Kaden Candle, number 9 batter, at the plate. He struck out swinging in his first at bat. Tied at 1. RBI opportunity for the Hawks in the 4th. Farnsworth from the stretch. Throws to first base, and back on the dive is Cade Beachy.
Yeah, Cade had a pretty good lead there. has some good speed over there at first base, so there is a chance he might take off if he thinks he can get to second. See if he can make something happen. Force that defense to make a mistake.
Here's the pitch. It's going to be a line toward left field. Going to be a base hit. Scoring from third base, Logan Yoder. The RBI single by Caden Candle. And the Hawks have taken the lead for the first time, 2-1. Didn't hit it hard, but again took it to the opposite field for the RBI hit.
And you can see Hiland, they're taking shorter swings. And that's something you got to do. You got a guy that's throwing a little bit harder. Last three hitters were able to just shorten up. Nice line drive swing. Like to see the change in the approach.
Part of that adjustment now to the top of the order for Keith Hirschberger. 2-1 Hiland now, the pitch. Curveball going to be just a bit high for a ball. Hirschberger rounded out the short in his first at-bat, and it was hit by a pitch in his second at-bat in the third.
And again, all this has happened with 2 outs, so strung together some good at-bats.
Here was the pitch. Swinging and miss, high and inside fastball. Couldn't catch up with it. Now a 1-1 count to Hirschberger. A run in the third, now a run in the fourth for Hiland to take this lead.
See if they can keep it going here.
And the pitch. Now a drop of the outside corner for a cold strike. 1-2 the count.
And that's one thing. He's used both sides of the plate all day. He's not afraid to go inside. Looks like they're setting up in the zone. It's worked for him earlier today.
And time is called. Here's the pitch. Going to be a bit outside for a ball. The fastball there, Hirschberger, good job laying off for that one. Goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, and you'd like to see, Keith keep that same approach. Take that ball right back up the middle. Nice short swing.
The pitch. Going to be a bit low that time. Didn't miss by much. Farnsworth wanted it. Didn't get it. Now it's a full count.
Yeah, he's going to have to refocus here. He wanted that pitch pretty bad, and sometimes if a pitcher loses focus like that, he tends to make a mistake. But good eye by Keith.
Here's the payoff. Give me a curveball, check swing, and a call. Strike 3 in the outside corner.
Yeah, I don't think he went there.
No, didn't look like it. Instead, it'll be the 6th strikeout thrown today by Farnsworth. But Hiland does score a run here in the 4th inning. And through 4, Hiland 2 and Tusky Valley 1. This is IVC Baseball, WKLM.
Denco Marketing and Tricor Industrial, 2 reputable entities, are the proud sponsors of this broadcast. Denco takes pride in distributing garage door parts and producing specialty tools, serving customers at home and abroad. Need superior tools for your project? Head to Tricor Industrial on Bowman Street in Worcester, boasting an impressive lineup of Milwaukee power tools, Wright tools, grade 5, grade 8, and stainless steel fasteners. While visiting, don't overlook their steel blue work boots and wide selection of drill bits, taps, and dies. Denco and Tricor, proud partners of making an impact in your community.
Taking on a large exterior home project is no small task. When you're looking for the best options in roofing, siding, windows, and doors, Provia products are the clear choice. At Provia, quality is engineered into the product, integrity is never compromised, and local craftsmanship delivers a stunning final result that will last for generations. Our experts at Keim Home Center are here to help you explore the possibilities. Visit Keim in Charm, Ohio. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
When the power goes out, your life is disrupted. Heat, air conditioning, refrigeration, and the comforts of home are all gone. Be prepared for the next power outage with a Generac home standby generator. And now, for a limited time, get a free, complete 7-year warranty with purchase. That's a $735 value, absolutely free. Team up with Millersburg Electric and Generac today to schedule your free in-home consultation and a turnkey generator install. Don't miss out on the free 7-year warranty, so call today or visit millersburgelectric.com and be ready for the next power outage.
Roman Farnsworth, followed by Landon Fletcher, and then Trenton Puntetti, the pitch. It's going to be fouled back and out of play. 0-1 count to Roman Farnsworth, who struck out looking in his first at-bat. The Trojans 1 run, and that was unearned back in the second. They've gotten still no hits so far in the game. They've left 2 runners on base. Koblenz, he struck out 7. He's walked about her. 60 pitches thrown, the pitch. Fastball high for a ball, 1 strike. Of course, Hiland with 27 consecutive wins going back to last season. 1-1 count, Roman Farnsworth. 2-1 Hawks, top of the 5th. Here's the pitch by Koblenz. Curveball dropped in there on a swing and a miss for strike 2. Stop in for weekly specials along with a great selection in the deli, meat, and produce departments. For a fresh arrangement of flowers, check out the Posey Pan Floral Shop. And then before you head out, sign up for a Roadie's Rewards card at Roadie's IGA. That's outside for a ball. And that'll make it a 2-2 count to Roman Farnsworth. McRoy alongside John Monagle for the broadcast from Lehman Field. Now the pitch. Swinging this at a high and inside fastball. He went upstairs and Farnsworth couldn't keep up. That'll be a strikeout on the 8th tonight thrown by Koblenz.
Yeah, that fastball ran up and in, and there was no way he was going to get the bat to it.
Here's Landon Fletcher, who struck out swinging in his first at bat back in the second. The wind and the pitch. Fastball in the outside corner for a strike. 0-1 count now to Fletcher. Once again, this game being video live streamed on the WKLM YouTube page, courtesy of our partnership with Claxon Communications. We're also on FM 95.3 and WKLM-FM.com. That's a curveball in there for a strike. 0-2 count to Fletcher. Now, Koblenz working quickly in the 5th.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he called that one on the swing or on the pitch.
Little check swing, called it, but yeah, not sure. Here's the 0-2. Going to be outside for a ball, 1-2 the count.
You know, and since that second inning, Caden's really been in a nice rhythm. Pounding that strike zone, and again, we go back to that play by Danny. Throwing that runner out at second was huge.
That was big. Swing and a miss. Went inside on him. Strike 3 on the swing. That's the 9th strikeout zone today now by Keelan Koblenz. Back-to-back Ks to begin the 5th.
Yeah, that curveball backed up on him a little bit. But up and in, not able to get the bat to it.
And Trenton Puntini at the plate now has a little quick discussion with his head coach, Chase Cooper. He struck out swinging in the 3rd inning.
This is a case here where you got to watch his hands. He might try to lay down a bunt if he's going to try to get on base any way he can here.
Koblenz rocks and fires the pitch. Fastball going to be just a bit high for a ball. It's now a 1-0 count. Good ball game this evening here. 2-1 Hiland in the 5th. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball inside on him. And Puntini couldn't catch up. 1-1 count.
Yeah, good fastball again by Caden. Give him a steady diet of those till he can get the bat to it.
Curveball, cold strike on the inside corner.
Guess that shows what I know.
I was going to think of the same thing you were, though, but I guess that works also.
Yes, it does. Now I bet they go back to that fastball.
Here's the 1-2. Fastball, cold strike 3 on the outside corner. There they listen to you. And Koblenz strikes out the side in the 5th, his 10th strikeout thrown tonight. 1-2-3 it goes, and through 4.5. Hiland 2, Tusky Valley 1. This is IVC Baseball on WKLM.
Hey, other guys' insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey, Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal, and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course. At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Fikert Sand and Gravel Incorporated has been serving the central Ohio areas of Wayne and Holmes counties since 1935. They're a name and business you can trust. Their products and services include ready-mix concrete, excavating, limestone, sand and gravel, and hauling services. They are locally owned and operated, insured and bonded, and most importantly, ready to serve you. For more information, call 330-674-0038.
When you work the land, you know, out there in some far corner of a field, there's an old steel fence post that has your number. And that's when you should have ours. We're your certified Firestone Farm Tire dealer. And when you need service, give us a call. We're specially trained and equipped to handle all your on-farm, in-field tire repair and replacement needs.
Call Millersburg Tire Service, State Route 39 Millersburg, for your farm tire needs.
All ready for the bottom of the fifth, 2-1 Hiland. That pitch going to be inside for a ball on the first pitch to Colin Koblenz, followed by Caden Koblenz and Grady Monagold. Heart of the order for the Hawks here with Colin Koblenz stands in. Here's the 1-1 offering to him from Farnsworth. It's going to be a line to left field, a base hit for Colin Koblenz. His first hit today on base for the second time. He'll get the leadoff single here in the fifth inning, Colin Koblenz.
And again, short, quick swing.
You can see that adjustment, no doubt about it, offensively for this Hiland team.
They're doing a much better job staying on the baseball, staying inside of it.
3 hits the last inning, and now have 6 hits in all today with that hit by Colin Koblenz. Here's Caden Koblenz, 1 for 2 with an RBI so far today.
Third base is pulled in, but I really doubt Caden's going to lay down a bunt here.
It's going to be a high chopper near the mound. Going to be gloved by Farnsworth. Throws to first. In time for the out. That'll work just as well as the bunt as it does advance Colin Koblenz to second base.
Yeah, that was just as good as a bunt. Did the job, did what he needed to do. Now Grady's got to pick it up.
Grady Monagold 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a fly out to left field so far today. Today's player of the game presented by Buckeye Deli in the Patio, where great food meets great times, from delicious pizza and bar snacks to milkshakes and other beverages. That's Buckeye Deli in the Patio in Nashville. Farnsworth. Now the pitch. It's going to be a line toward left field. Going to be caught instead by the third baseman, that being Landon Fletcher for the second out. Hit hard on the line drive, but great play by Fletcher to stick his glove out there and make the grab.
Yeah, he was playing way off the line there when he first hit that ball. I thought it was going into left field.
Good swing, just robbed by Fletcher at third, and here's Danny Hostetler, inches away from at least advancing the runner, if not taking the lead or adding on to your lead right there. Instead, there's 2 outs, runner at second. Danny Hostetler is 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out the second. 2-1 Hawks still.
Like to see him pick up that insurance run at second base.
Here's the pitch. Fastball outside for a ball. And a 1-0 count. Runner going. And he'll slide in safely at third base. Colin Koblenz being aggressive. He'll get there.
Yeah, the catcher came up and kind of lobbed it back to the pitcher, and Colin just took off. That's one thing. You got to make sure you're safe, because you're already in scoring position.
But yeah, that's for the Hawks, too. Just great heads-up base running he got there.
Now that kind of takes away a pitch down in the zone.
Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike down to Danny Hostetler. Farnsworth comes to a set here from the stretch. And the pitch. It's going to be a high fly ball. Medium deep center. Jesse White's underneath. He will make the grab, and that'll be out number 3. No run score for the Hawks in the 5th, and now through 5 innings, Hiland 2, Tusky Valley 1. This is IVC Baseball on WKLM.
When you're thinking of an old-fashioned smokehouse flavor, think Sugar Valley Meats. They carry their own ham and bacon, and the old-fashioned smokehouse uses hickory, apple, and sassafras. Processing, curing, and custom butchering are available, cut to your specifications. Stop in and see all the products that they offer. That's Sugar Valley Meats on Dutch Valley Drive in Sugar Creek. Turn left at the light, and Sugar Valley Meats is 1/4 mile on the right. Call today, 330-852-4423.
Critchfield Law Firm has always been dedicated to providing the highest quality legal services to their clients throughout Holmes County and surrounding areas. Critchfield Law Firm also understands the dedication of our youth. From the classroom to the music room to athletics, Holmes County's best is represented in every academic area. Critchfield Law Firm in Millersburg, wishing all who participate the best in their endeavors.
At Mack Oilfield Service, they offer specialized trucking, water hauling, dirt work, and general oil field service in New York, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and Ohio. They have the equipment and manpower to tackle any task handed to them. The future lies in the hands of our youth, and Mack Oilfield Service is proud to support them. Call Mack Oilfield Service for all your oil field needs at 330-674-7371. That's 330-674-7371.
All ready for the top of the sixth. 2-1 lead for Hiland. Already a 1-1 count to Hunter McGuffin. That's the top of the order for the Trojans. He's followed by Shane Twiss and Isaac Matthews. McGuffin 0 for 2 with a couple of groundouts so far today to third and short. The pitch. Curveball swung me a line toward short. It'll be in the left center. A base hit for McGuffin. So leadoff batter aboard on the leadoff single for Hunter McGuffin, and that is indeed the first hit today for the Trojans.
Yeah, I kind of thought that might be the first one, but I wasn't going to talk about it. That's something in baseball you just don't do.
Can't say I jinxed him because I never got a chance to say it in this inning. So leadoff batter aboard here, Shane Twiss. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop out the short.
Now I expect a bunt here, 100%. Third base is in.
The pitch. Didn't show it that time, high for a ball.
But then again, you got one of your best hitters.
Yep.
Looks like we got some lightning here.
Well, they'll have to go in the automatic half-hour delay. No rain here at this point, and this is one of those things where you wait for the rain to come to you, but that is part of the rules, so they'll have to take the lightning delay. So, again, we'll take a break. We'll come back to you after this to give you an update, but it looks like a lightning delay here as we speak right now. A 2-1 lead for Hiland. Back after this on WKLM.
Get luxury for every home with Montana Forge Hardware and MRV Siding Supply. Montana Forge provides custom luxury for every home and is one of the most affordable luxury brands in the industry with solid forged brass designer hardware manufactured to the highest standards. Don't forget about beautiful Montana Forge bath hardware available in all Montana Forge finishes. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent. Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
MEB Systems, a name that has been around since 1977. It is the area's flat roof specialist. Their mission statement is, serve our team, customers, and community by offering exceptional and innovative flat roofing services, all for the glory of God. MEB Systems has the experience to handle anything from scheduled maintenance to roofing multi-acre facilities protecting valuable equipment and merchandise. Call MEB Systems, your flat roof specialist, at 330-852-4333 or visit them online at MEBsystems.com. MEB Systems wishes all local athletes the best success this year. Stop in for the BOGO sale all this week at Roadie's IGA. They have Classico pasta sauce, apple cinnamon original Cheerio cereal, Kemp's frozen yogurt, Halo Top ice cream, 2-count triple roll Brawny paper towels, or 4-count mega rolls quilted northern bath tissue, and 2-count handy foil cake plans, all buy one, get one free. Plus, they have John Morrill Franks, Smithfield Prime Fresh Lunch Meat, Armar Meatballs, Brown Sugar, Honey, Original Hatfield Ham Steak, Starkist Tuna, and Philly Gourmet Beef Steaks, all buy one, get one free. Happy Mother's Day from Moody's IGA Marketplace in Millersburg. At Pomerene Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomerene brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, and Ashland counties. Whether it's a routine checkup or help managing a chronic condition, there's a Pomerene provider nearby. Visit PomereneHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health.
Are you ready to accelerate towards your dreams with a new car, ATV, boat, or some extra cash for personal needs? This is Zach Deidinger, a banking center manager at the Commercial and Savings Bank, here to help you fund your next adventure. Our team of experts is committed to finding the right solution for you with competitive rates, flexible terms, and personalized service. Visit csb1.com to apply online or give us a call at 800-654-9015 to speak with a loan specialist and discover the CSB advantage. The Commercial and Savings Bank. Relationships you can bank on. Member FDIC.
This is Emily Sheely of Berga Insurance. Farm ownership is a huge investment. Protect your investment with the right insurance policy. I proudly represent Buckeye Insurance Group, a company that has been insuring farms since 1879. Together we can make sure you have coverage that meets your needs. Buckeye Insurance Group and Berga Insurance working together to protect you.
Attention Knights Nation, this is Noah Clark with Clark Fowler Electric. As a proud sponsor of West Home Sports from T-ball all the way through high school, Clark Fowler Electric Motors and Supplies is on top of the game. With almost 3 decades as the area's leading provider in parts, repairs, and service, Clark Fowler is a team that you can count on. If you've had a breakdown, we'll get you back up and running and get you back into the game. Visit ClarkFowlerElectric.com for more details and information and all your electric motor needs. Go Knights!
Here the update here. Of course, it is right now and currently in the top half of the 6th inning. And there was a leadoff single by Hunter McGuffin for Tusky Valley. Then a 1-0 count to Shane Twist. Then the lightning came down, and officially you have to go into a half-hour delay as a result of that. Right now, not a drop of rain coming down. That's the good news. Hopefully, it'll stay that way here in this half-hour delay or so. We're talking about there, whatever the delay is, probably around 6:39, 6:40 or so when we get things back resuming, hopefully, and we'll go from there. But right now, John Monaco alongside me. Been a good one here so far here tonight.
Yeah, both pitchers have really been in command, and when they did get traffic on the bases, they kind of limited the damage, and it's been a well-played game. A couple mistakes, and Hiland was able to get that 1 run or those 2 runs in the 3rd and the 4th inning, and took the lead. And now we wait. So no doubt 2-1 lead for Hiland. Again, top of the 6th. Anybody's ball game, and hopefully we'll be able to finish this game. We'll go ahead and go back to regular programming here, and we'll be back around just around 6:40 or so, maybe a little bit before that, to get this game back underway here in the top of the 6th. Again, 2-1 Hiland over Tusky Valley. We'll go into a lightning delay, and back to you in about another 25 minutes or so after this on WKLM.
And we are back here over at the Lehman Field. Of course, we went into a lightning delay. And, of course, usually what happens there is you kind of wait for the inclement weather to come to you. Obviously, the lightning delay is certainly for safety purposes, and that's why it's in place. But you know that the weather was coming, and indeed it did. It's not only just rain, but also hail. And I'm telling you, it was really hailing, serious hail coming over here at Lehman Field. So they decided to officially call the game after 5 innings. You can call it an official game if somebody has the lead after 5 innings. And Hiland also, of course, had that 2-1 lead. So the umpires did officially call it an official game. So the game is over. And Hiland does end up getting the 2-1 victory. So we are here for the postgame show, which is brought to you by Pomerene Hospital in Millersburg. And again, Hiland gets the victory today, 2-1. Another shortened game, of course, as they got that shortened official game win over Strasburg as well back on Friday. And nobody scored, of course, in the first. And it was Tusky Valley who got the early lead with an unearned run in the top of the second. It was Nick Miller, a leadoff walk in that second inning. And then it was a pickoff through the first base that allowed Nick Miller to advance over to on a base. He would eventually score in that inning. Actually, a pickoff throw, I should say, the first base allowed Nick Miller to score from third, I say, in that inning after he got to second on the wild pitch. Then a pass ball got him to third. Then the errant throw to first allowed Nick Miller to score from third base. And that allowed the Trojans to get the 1-0 lead after 2. And Hiland then would come back to tie it up with a run in the bottom of the third inning. After that, it was for the Hawks. Keith Erzberger was hit by a pitch with 1 out in the inning. Then Colin Koblenz did into a 6-4 fielder's choice. He eventually would steal second base. And then Caden Koblenz came through with the RBI single. And that would tie the game up at 1 apiece. Then Hawks will come back again in the fourth with the 1-out single by Logan Yoder. Then with 2 outs, it was Cade Beachy who got a base hit to right field. And then Caden Campbell would come through. Caden Campbell, an RBI single to left. That would knock in Logan Yoder. Hiland would take a 2-1 lead at that point, and nobody scored in the fifth. And after the leadoff single for Tusky Valley's Hunter McGuffin in the sixth, that's when the lightning was spotted, and they went into the delay, and of course the game now being officially called, so they will revert back to the fifth inning. That hit will not count, and Hiland gets the win by the final score of 2-1 over Tusky Valley behind the 5-inning new hitter thrown by Caden Koblenz. Whether you need tires along with farm tires and service, fully equipped with auto service or semi-truck tires, stop by Millersburg Tire Service on State Route 39 in Millersburg or online, MillersburgTireService.com. In business for over 72 years. Hiland wins at 2-1 in 5 innings over Tusky Valley. Back with the final numbers after this from Pomerene Hospital.
At Pomerene Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomerene brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, and Ashland counties. Whether it's a routine checkup or help manage any chronic condition, there's a Pomerene provider nearby. Visit PomereneHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health.
Melway Paving Company is a well-known asphalt paving contractor for homes in surrounding counties since 1964, specializing in asphalt paving, crack sealing, seal coating, chip and seal, and pavement planing. That's Melway Paving Company in Millersburg. And again, a 2-1 victory for Hiland tonight in 5 innings. And today's player of the game presented by Buckeye Deli in the Patio, where great food makes great times, from delicious pizza and bar snacks to milkshakes and other beverages. Buckeye Deli in the Patio. We'll be naming that here momentarily. Again, Hiland gets the win 2-1 in 5 innings. And for Hiland, they had 2 runs on 6 hits, 3 errors, and 6 left on base. For the Hawks, Colin Koblenz went 1 for 3 at the plate. He had a run scored. Caden Koblenz, of course, 1 for 3. He had a run batted in. Danny Hostother was 1 for 3 at the plate. And also Logan Yoder, 1 for 1 with a walk, and also had a run scored as well. Cade Beachy went 1 for 2 at the plate, and Caden Cano 1 for 2 with the run batted in. For Tusky Valley, they had 1 run on no hits for the game. Again, that hit in the 6th, and that'll be erased because they'll revert back to the 5th inning. So no hits for them and no errors and 2 left on base. Caden Koblenz on the mound, going 5 innings, allowed 1 run that was not earned. No hits, struck out 10 batters, walking 2. Again, the no-hitter for Caden Koblenz, so he'll get the win, going to 5-0 on the mound for the season. With the loss, Roman Farnsworth, who pitched well. Farnsworth, the senior, went 5 innings. He allowed 2 runs, both earned. 6 hits allowed. He struck out 6, I should say, and walked just 1. It hit 1 batter. Farnsworth ends up getting the tough luck loss tonight to Hiland. Again, the Hawks getting the 2-1 victory. here in this one. Remember, if you get into a collision, make your first call to Finish Line Auto Body, where they have experts in collision repair, and they'll even help with up to $500 of your insurance deductible. Give Brooks a call, 674-1483. Hiland wins it in 5 innings, 2-1 over Tusky Valley. Back to wrap it up and the player of the game right after this.
At Pomerene Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomerene brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, and Ashland counties. Whether it's a routine checkup or help manage any chronic condition, there's a Pomerene provider nearby. Visit PomereneHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health.
Final on this one, again, Hiland gets the victory, 2-1 in 5 innings over Tusky Valley. And a reminder, it's time to be thinking about those concrete projects. Holmes Ready Mix of Millersburg offers ready mix concrete, precast blocks, and a variety of mason and concrete products. Call for prices and delivery options of ready mix concrete, 674-0865, and Santa Gravel, 674-8121. Hiland gets the win, and it was a good one here tonight. Really good battle between two teams, a good pitching on both sides, but the Hawks able to eke out a win.
Yeah, good pitching, and a lot of times that beats good hitting, but Hiland was able to hit enough to get 2 runs, and that's all it took today. It's kind of, we talked about the team ERA, and with a team ERA of under 1, I don't know if anybody's out there that has the state record, but I think Hiland would be flirting with it. I mean, if you have a .7 ERA, you're giving up less than 1 run a game, you're going to be really, really hard to beat.
There's a lot of pressure on the other team here, knowing the run's going to be at a premium against this Hawks team. And you can look at the defense also, and I'd say look at the Comp and Realty play of the game. At Comp and Realty and Auctions, your complete real estate and auction service. Visit their website, compandrealty.com, or call 1-888-852-4111, or go to compandrealty.com. That's the Comp and Realty play of the game. And I think you look back defensively, we were talking about it, with Tusky Valley had runners at first and second, nobody out in the fourth. Danny Hosta there with a huge throw to second base, picked off the runner at second base, as he's done so many times, and that ended up being really a huge defensive play.
Yeah, and in high school baseball, you don't see too many catchers coming up and doing that, but Danny's always looking behind that runner. He's like, okay, can we throw behind him, stealing out? And that's exactly what they did. Tusky Valley had their first 2 guys on. They were playing on a sacrifice bunt, and it didn't happen. He bunted through the ball. Danny came up, and the guy's out at second, and we've seen him do it I don't know how many times. It's impressive.
Yeah, it really kind of changed the whole complexion of that inning. So that'll be the Comp and Realty play of the game. And as far as our Buckeye Deli player of the contest, Caden Koblenz, of course, he got it done at the plate with the RBI single he got in the third that tied the game up at the time. And Caden Koblenz, as far as we know, the game reverts back to the 5th inning in this situation, so it should be a no-hitter for him. Either way, he struck out 10 batters, allowed no earned runs, and struck out 10. I mentioned walking just 2. So Caden Koblenz will be our Buckeye Deli player of the game.
Yeah, and it's kind of been the same thing. Every time he takes them out, you have a really, really good chance of winning the ball game. And, even today, the defense made a couple mistakes, but he was able to bear down, pick up his defense, got a little help from his catcher, and got the job done.
And Hiland goes to 15-0 on the year, and they're 8-0 in the IVC South Division, getting closer and closer to be able to clinch that IVC South Division title here. And again, 28 consecutive victories going back to last season. An example of this game tonight here. Yeah, Tusky Valley comes in with that record of 8-8 on the season, but we knew they're a lot better than what their record indicated. Any of these games here, you could easily lose, right? And Hiland just finds ways to get these victories.
Yeah, and you think about baseball, sometimes it takes getting the right bounce. Sometimes you got to, weak ball that gets through the infield or over the infielder's head and somebody scores a run. There are fluke things that can happen in baseball, and to put together a winning streak like that, it's really impressive.
Certainly is. That's the voice of John Montegold. I'm Mac Roy. Hiland goes to 15-0, 8-0 in the IVC South. As mentioned, they've won 28 consecutive games, and they'll play again tomorrow. They're hoping to get tomorrow's game in. That's the game they can't seem to quite finish. The game at Garraway. 4-4 ball game through 10 innings. Of course, it was called due to the darkness several weeks ago, and they tried to finish it a couple times last week. The weather prevented that from happening. Rain in the forecast tomorrow, but I know they were wanting to try to get that to finish that game and get it in.
Yeah, they're going to do everything they can to finish that game, but as soon as you schedule it, you can forecast rain. We sat over at Garraway last week for an hour, and it just wasn't meant to be. And tomorrow night looks like it's going to be iffy if we get it in.
I'm going to ask this guy right here. As far as you know, Chris, that this reversed back to the 5th inning. Is that right? Do you know?
believe so.
Okay.
I think that's how it works.
Okay. We were just trying to get that official here. As far as we know, that's there should be a no-hitter for Keene and Koblenz. And then for Hiland after Tuesday, they'll have the game at Tusky Valley Wednesday. Thursday, a home game against Northwest. And then Friday, a home game against New Philadelphia as well. For Tusky Valley, with a loss, they go to 8-9. They're 4-6 in the IVC South. They play, of course, that game on Wednesday against Hiland. Thursday, a home game against Fairless. And Saturday, they'll have a doubleheader on the road against Carrollton as well. Of course, the tournament drawings for baseball coming up this Sunday, and of course that'll be coming up this weekend as well for that Sunday tournament drawings, and everybody will have to turn in their records after Wednesday's games. That'll pretty much wrap things up for us. Yes, one more note.
Yeah, note from Coach Dagus there. They said Friday's game, I believe that's supposed to be against New Philadelphia.
Yeah.
That has been canceled because they have a league game they need to make up, so we're trying to find someone who would be willing to come and play one of the best teams in the state of Ohio. Why wouldn't you take that opportunity?
Why not? Absolutely. We're kind of to that time of year where teams are still trying to get these conference games in, right? So hopefully they'll pick up another game. So no game against New Philadelphia Friday. We'll see if they get that made up. Absolutely.
Yep.
All right, that'll wrap things up for us. We want to thank our video live stream partners, Claxon Communications, allowing us to bring you this live stream coverage for today, and Casey Claxon and Andrew Dunlap. Also, thanks to Phoenix Price back at the studio. For John Monagold, I am Matt Croy. The post-game show brought to you by Pomeranian Hospital in Millersburg. Hiland wins it in 5 innings, 2-1 over Tusky Valley. So long, everybody.
Thank you for watching high school baseball from your hometown radio station, FM 95.3 WKLM.
Tonight's broadcast has been a production of WKLM Radio and Claxon Communications.